Hello, welcome back to another video. Today I thought I would try this A4 mount and stamp foam. I got it literally through the post today, and it's like a spongy base to attach your stamps. I haven't used it before, so I thought maybe if nobody else, had used it, or somebody else hadn't used it, they might be interested to see how it works, because I had these stamps that I've had for absolutely ages, and they're unmounted, and you just can't get a clear image of them at all. And I've tried many times, and I just put them in the drawer and forgot about them. So I thought I would actually try it on these and see if it works, and then maybe colour it in after with some alcohol ink markers. It's part of this set here, the Fairy Flower Fairies Friends Crafter's Companion, and it's a really nice image, and it should come out really clearly, so I thought I would just give that a go. So I'm just going to take it out. Haven't opened it yet, haven't even looked at it yet. Excuse the rattling. Okay. And it says that it's for mounting rubber stamps and creating your own stamps, so you can actually create your own stamps out of it as well. So yeah, I thought it seemed quite good. It had some quite good ratings. So what I need to do is get a bit that's a bit bigger than my image, and I'm actually going to just mark it out with a pen just about where I need to cut it out. So I'll just mark it there. Okay, you can see that there. I don't know if you can see that though. I'll get something where you can actually see the image and the pen mark. There we go. So there's a mark there, and I'll just mark it up here as well and cut it straight across. Should be fine. I'll hold it as I do it as well, so that will help. Just get some scissors and cut it down. It's actually very easy to cut, so that's good. And cut it along that mark, sorry, there. Okay, a bit more. Okay, so that's it there. Okay, and then it said we have to take off the stickiest side, which is the white side, so because the other side is what will cling to the stamping block. So we'll remove that. Oh, that is very sticky. That's good though. Okay, so we'll peel that off. Okay. Okay, and then just put our image down, press it down, and that is meant to stay there. That is super sticky. So then it says that we have to cut around the actual stamp. So there is going to be some waste, but I think it's unavoidable here really, especially if you've got a funny shaped stamp like this one. So I'll cut these bits off. I'm just going to get rid of them. Actually, I might be a bit stingy and keep them for some smaller ones. I do have some smaller stamps to one side from a similar set. Oh my goodness, it's actually just stuck to my page like that. That is really sticky. Okay, so what I was thinking is I have some sentiments that I do need to use, and some of them are quite small, so they may actually fit. This little tiny one here, that will fit on there, and I might even have something smaller than that, because you don't really, this I meant to say as well that this is actually, I think it's about £4.20 for one A4 sheet, so it's not particularly cheap. So I think if you can avoid wasting any, then That's definitely a bonus. So yeah, so anything I cut off, I'm going to try and cut it off into as big bits as I can, because then I can reuse them. I'd recommend not using your favourite scissors for this. Okay. Because it's not actually coming off on them, it's not making them gummy or anything, but ow, it keeps getting, I've got a cut on my thumb and it keeps getting stuck to my thumb, which doesn't. Okay, so cut this out, get in that bit there. It's actually really late now, but I wanted to get to you really quickly this evening just to try out this stamp. I was quite keen to try it and I didn't want to leave it until tomorrow, so but I also didn't want to miss recording this bit. So okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get that piece of backing paper that it was on and I'm going to stick the spare bits to it, and then I will do something else with that tomorrow, and those I will just leave as they are and I'll trim around those tomorrow as well. So okay, for me it will be a whole night, but for you it will be a few seconds. So see you in a minute. Okay, bye. Hi, it's the next day and I'm back again. So I'm going to try this. I'll just get my dog hair off here. I'm going to try this stamp out, and I chose this bit of paper for the background, and I thought I'd do some stamping on the back of that, but I'm going to do it after I've done the image. Okay, so because I don't want the inks to come off, the ones I'm going to be using, or the one I'm going to be using, is this pearlescent pigment ink pad, and when I'm not sure how permanent this one will be, so when I'm colouring in using the alcohol pens, I don't want it to be moving this around, so I'm going to leave that until the end, and I'm just going to do this image first. So I shall start off by stamping it up. I've got my foam. I know it's got a bit of foam on it. Oh, I need to put it on my block as well. Bear with me a second. Let's do that. Okay. Let's see how well this sticks to this. It's quite a large one, so it won't fit on there. I have got these other bigger blocks, so I'll use one of those. And I should have done this first, but I'm going to peel off this backing and see just how sticky it is. Yeah, that's actually really good. It's clinging onto there. It's not going anywhere. Okay, brilliant. So just for an extra bit of prep, I'm just going to pop that under there. I'm just going to make sure that that is, yeah, it's fine. Okay, right. So let's stamp it up again. Okay, put my lid on, it stays on. Okay, and I'm just going to work out where I want my image. I'm just going to centralise it and do it about here. Okay, and hopefully I won't get any of the edging on it, just the actual stamp. So press it down, let it transfer for a second. Okay, and see what we got. Yeah, it's not by any means perfect, but it's a lot better than it was before I put it on the sticks to anything. So it's, yeah, that has made a difference, and it is definitely on there. It's not going to come off, so yeah, I'm happy with that. That works. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to colour it in, and there's just a couple of things I've noticed that are a little bit strange that haven't come through on there, and I'm just going to get my fine liners, I'll just use my 03 for a minute. It's just the inside of the eyes on the child. It looks a little strange. Okay, and I don't think there's anything else that's majorly, if anything particularly bothers you, then you can draw it in, but I really don't think it's going to make much difference. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to colour it in with my alcohol ink markers. I've picked out a selection of colours, and it's these ones again. It's the Touch Gaze, and I'm going to start off by doing the leaves, and I'm going to do my lightest colour, and for this one I've chosen Bice Green. So I shall colour this in. So I'm going to colour in these leaves. Just around here. And I'll probably use this as a card topper, or for a mixed media page. I might even use it and stamp around it, and also do some stenciling. So I'll use it for something like that. So that's the green, and then I'm going to use a slightly brighter green, which is grass green, and I'm just going to go, hopefully you can see it, I'm just going to go over these slightly darker bits in the middle and everywhere where it looks like they want the shading to be. So do it along this bit here. Okay, and again there's just a little bit along here. Okay, and I'm going to just blend that in again. I'm going to use the Bice Green again, and I'm just going to go over it just to make sure it blends in nicely. Okay. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to colour in the children. So I'm thinking I'm going to use these colours here, probably for the hair. And they're meant to be greys, but they are actually, they're not actually that grey. They're sort of more of a brown, which is good in a way, but it means you've got to sort of judge it when you use them, and it does definitely have to have a swatch. So I'm going to start off with the WG3, and I'm just going to do some on her hair up here. So I'm just going to colour it in everywhere. Okay, just around here. It doesn't matter if you go out of the lines. It's quite difficult to be so precise with these. Okay, so that's the hair, and I'm going to go over with the darker of the colours, and I'm just going to go over the shaded parts, so the bits that have got the most texture. Okay, and I'll just do a couple of bits there and there. Okay, and I'm just going to blend that in again with the lighter colour. Okay, right, so that's the hair done, and I think I'm going to choose, I've got a lighter blue, so a pale baby blue for the top half of their clothes. I don't want to go too close to the colour I've just done because I don't want it to blend in with this colour. So I'm just going to do that there, and I'm going to do the same on the other smaller fairy. Okay, so that's fine. I'm just going to do that in her hair as well, actually. I don't really see that bit. Okay, so then I'm going to go for the darker blue. And I tried to go for ones that were only a shade or two darker than the other. I didn't want it to be sort of too much, sort of like a pale baby blue and then a peacock blue or anything like that. I didn't want it to be too much like that. So I think I'm going to just do her shoes in that colour there. Okay. Do her ribbon. That one. Okay, and I'm going to do the same again and just blend that out. So there we go. Put a bit more on here, I think. There we go. And I'm going to go for the wings. I'm going to do some pale purple. I will do the same for both of them. So I'm just going to do it everywhere. Let me just remove my, still on my foam there. So I'm going to colour in all of this. All the wings. And the same here. Okay, and I'm going to keep that one handy because I'm going to use a bit of peach, and I decided rather than to use a different purple, I'll just keep it quite different. So I think you can see the pink slightly better. Okay, and the same with this one. There we go. Okay. For the dress, I've got some different pinks, and I've got light pink, cosmos, pastel violet, which is very, very pinky, and pastel pink. So I'm going to start off with the light pink, and I'm just going to do the dress. Just colour in this here. Okay. And it definitely helps if you get your paper quite saturated with the first colour, just to allow the other colours you put on top to blend. Okay. And I'm going to do the same. Oh, there's a leaf actually there that I've missed, so I'll go back and do that in a minute. And this bit of dress already looks quite pinky because of the paper underneath. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do the hat the same colour. So I'll do the bonnet the same colour. Right, there we go. Okay, I think that's right. Sometimes as you're going over it, you'll see bits that you've sort of missed, and that's fine. Just fill them in as you go. Okay, so I'm going to use a brighter pink. I'm actually going to use the pastel pink to go over these bits here. And just colour in the shaded parts. And I'm going to do around this line here as well, where it is shaded, just so it's obvious. Okay, right then, and I will do the same over here. don't think it's going to show off as well on this one, but there we go. Do it anyway, and the same for the hat. Okay, I'm going to go over it with the pale pink again. I really like alcohol markers, they do blend really, really well, and they can make things look really seamless. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to colour in that leaf again that I can see under there, because that's just going to stand out otherwise. Okay. Get a little bit on there. Okay, and that's already blended in quite well, so I'm gonna add a little bit extra just to the centre parts here. Okay, and for her hairband I'm going to go for the violet. There's just a little bit of a hairband here. Okay. Okay then. So the only other thing I'm going to do, which is one colour that I didn't get out, was the, let's have a look, see if I can find it now. I want to go for the skin white because they have got their legs and arms, so I shall just colour those in. And her face. Okay. It looks slightly greeny on this paper, but I think it's going to dry differently. It should dry a normal colour, so it should be fine. Colour in her arm. Okay, and I'm going to take my very light pink again, and I'm just going to do like a little bit on their cheeks, just a little bit, and sometimes just in a few areas, just there. Okay. Okay, so I think that's actually a bit of hair remist there. Let's colour them. It's quite hard to tell, but okay, the skin white here as well, and I think that's it really. I'm happy with that, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see it a little bit clearer. So I like how that looks. So the next thing I'm going to do, or the last thing I'm going to do, is I'm just going to do a bit of stamping around the outside with the purple. And I've got some various stamps. So these are all from Kanban stamps. So let me have a look. Okay, and I'm not sponsored or affiliated. So I'm just going to put them one across the top here. And the bottom. Okay, I think I might make that do for that one. And I've got this other one here, which you can't really see very well, but it's a filigree sort of vine leaves. So I'm going to use that one, and I'm just going to stamp that across the edge like that. Okay, and I'll do the same to all four corners. Okay, so look, there we go. Oops. And the same here. Okay, and I've got some other ones which are like little vines, so I'm just going to do them here and there on here. So I think I might do that one there, just to fill in the background really. There we go. And this one here, which is actually a bit of a corner stamp, so I'm going to work out where to have that. I wonder if that might actually go in the corner. Yes, it does actually, I quite like that. Right, so I'm going to do that. And I'm just going to move that there. I'm going to do it a bit on the page and a bit off the page. Okay, and I've got another little one here, which is very, very small, and I'm just going to do that also here and there. Okay. It just sort of helps with blending in a background, really. I think I'm quite happy with that, so I'm going to leave it at that. So I hope you liked it, and at some point I will do something with this. So maybe you could write in the comments some suggestions of what you'd like me to do to use this. Maybe a journal page or a mixed media page. You know, anything, any ideas? Okay. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in another one. Okay, thanks. Bye.